Today is the 19th of December 2023. The time now is 2:03 p.m. And I did a video of talking about the second Exodus. So those who know the Bible know there's the Exodus where the Israelites came out of Egypt because they was in captivity um, from a Pharaoh who was very mean to them, and they were forced to do harsh work. And so they cried out to God, and God saved them, delivered them from the harsh treatment. So, um, I think it's Genesis 15, where God is talking about the Israelites because of their uh, rebelliousness and disobedience. God told them that they would go into a land that don't belong to them, and they will be in bondage for 400 years. So that people was us, where we were brought from Africa to the this country here, and been in slavery and in bondage. We still in bondage, for 400 years. And so I've been looking at a lot of Israelites teaching, and they, most of the ones that I'm looking at, they're talking about the second Exodus. And the second Exodus is dealing with we who are descendants of the slaves going back from the land that our ancestors came from. And they're talking about ships coming to pick us up. And I've only heard one Christian preacher, which is Ambassador David Gilliam. He's the only one that I actually have heard talk about the second Exodus. Now I've heard the Master's blog, no, the prophet, is it Prophet Master, the Master Prophet blog of prophet is named Celestia. She talks about a whole lot of things. She's talking about war coming to America. She's talking about the fallen angels coming back. There are a lot of them talking about having the dreams, prophetic dreams, and they're making the plans to leave America, the Israelites. But I have a problem. I have a problem with, uh, they're looking out for them, but we part of them too. Our ancestors came over here on these ships too, and I think it's very, very extremely selfish for them to only think about them because they consider themselves Israelites. But there were people that became Christians who were Israelites. But once they came over into the New Testament, they considered themselves Christians. They were first called Christians in Antioch. And they keep saying that it was like a sarcastic. But that's not, I don't see that in the Bible. I don't see that in the Bible, and they call themselves Christians. So I don't see in the Bible where they were first called Christians as sarcastic. It just say that they were first called Christians in Antioch. And they talking about our belief system, and they putting us all as one. And we not all as one because, each church do things different, we got pastors that's disobedience. They're very, very disobedient because they're not Christians. They're not followers of Christ. You a Christian when you're a follower of Christ. Your mama can't make you a Christian. Your daddy can't make you a Christian. Only you can make you a Christian by your faith, your belief in Jesus Christ, and your relationship with Him. And so we got pastors that's falling away. I mean, they doing some serious sinning, and they have many, many followers. You got the one with the mega churches. It seems like they falling the hardest. But anyway, I just feel a burden that you know people are excluding us because we consider ourselves Christians because we are followers of Christ Jesus, and they don't call him. They call him by his Hebrew name, but we wasn't raised up calling him by his Hebrew name. We could. The people on my channel, I'm talking about my followers on Facebook, not YouTube. This is I'm talking to everybody that watch my videos, but I can't exclude people that I've come from my hometown. Even though a lot of them don't want to believe me when I'm saying what I'm going through, our government is pretty much our enemy. And they're doing a lot of bad stuff to the citizens of the United States of America. And I'm one of them. My sister's one of them. Really, a whole lot of us is it. We thinking we have a medical problem, but we're not. The doctors are part of this evil because they're making money off of people when it's being done to us. It's coming in through our atmosphere. This is what's making people sick. The atmosphere. Because there's things in our atmosphere that should not be there, but it's being put there. Things coming out from under the ground that should not be there, but it's being done. Things on our houses that should not be there, like our smart meters. Uh, but anyway, um, I feel for me to know what I know, God will hold that against me, and I feel like God will hold that against them. If they trying to keep things from us and speaking all this evil against us because it's not their place to do that. It's His place. God is the one who will separate the wheat from the tare. And they can't say that every Christian have this same belief and this and that, you know. But they trying to put us all in one box, but we not all in one box. And if we are, that's for God to judge us and take us out of the box. Because He do speak to Christian prophets too. And if He has such a bad problem with whatever it is that we as Christians do, He'll say so. So they're talking about the ships that's coming, maybe already here. It's going to be 30 ports where um, these huge, extremely large ships are coming to pick those who are ancestors were slaves and Negroes. We are the Negroes. We are the true Hebrew Jews. Our history has been stolen from us, actually beaten out of our ancestors. And they talking about they was having the dreams about the fallen angels coming, the war coming, which Russia, China. I'm all over the place. That's why I don't have no scriptures to back up what I'm saying. Cause there is scriptures talking about what I'm talking about, but because they attack me so my brain so much and I don't sleep well because they have this energy coming in my body. Well, it wakes me up. I don't sleep well. And so I'm just going to talk about what I've heard them talk about. And they're talking about Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea coming here for war, which some is already here in the mountains. And, after the war or during the war, there'll be darkness. Some people say 3 days of darkness. I don't know if it's gonna be 3 days or what, but anyways, there's gonna be a darkness that Evelyn uh, will come in darkness, and it's gonna be so dark till you can see nothing, and not to be outside in the darkness because if you do, you through. And they saying that you know the darkness by the spirits will be knocking on your doors, calling you, saying let me in, and all this type of stuff. Do not open your door during that time of the days of darkness, because it's going to start it during the daytime. It's going to be so dark till you can see nothing outside. And they're saying the burn be whites candles. I got to get mine. I haven't gotten them yet. Um, I do have candles, but they not be white. But that's what they're saying. To use be whites candles. Um, to stay like in a certain part of your house. Have your windows covered. So I already brought trash bags, those really big trash bags to put over the windows. Um, trying to make sure I say everything. Keep prayer. If you don't know how to pray, you need to pray. Learn to pray because you don't want nothing negative coming up in your mind because it can come in through your mind, your thoughts. So this is a really horrible time. Horrible, horrible, horrible time. Any sin in you can cause them to take you over. Um, because they want to get into your home and take you over. Um, they, I'm trying to think. Did they say you can play music? I have to look some more. I can't remember. I know they just say pray, and if you pray, if you can pray in tongues, pray in tongues. But keep prayer, probably keep prayer on probably the word, the if you got a Bible on CD, if you have a computer. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to use your computer and stuff. I don't know. I just know they say keep prayer, pray, 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 fast and pray. Um, trying to think. But after that it's over with. That's when we. I'm gonna keep saying we gonna leave here, get on those ships. But some of the dreams that they're having seem like to me that they're gonna try to keep us from leaving because they're gonna be war going on. America people will try to keep us from leaving, but Russia, because Russia know who is the true Israelites. They know who the true Jews are, and I think they are going to help us. Keep them from keeping us from leaving. Something like that they were saying. But I do know that Russia, Putin, he knows because overseas they have the black prophets and the black Madonna, Mary, the black Jesus, and all that type of stuff. It's just over here they try to wash white everything and try to make it seem like the people that was here from the beginning, the original people that was here in America were like brown people, but they were black. You know, they would tell you true. All over the world was black at one time, and we just have to read up on our history. Um, it's out there for you to learn. We need to learn who we are as a people and stop killing each other. Stop being so mean to each other and learn to love one another because we are a chosen people. We are the original people, even though God merged in the Gentiles. So there is no just chosen people now. We anybody that'll help believe in Jesus, who we call Jesus, they call him Yeshua. But whoever have faith in him and have served him, but a lot of these people are liars. They're not teaching the Bible properly. They're teaching the Bible wrong, because we are the people in the Bible. And that's how we end up in Africa, where they picked us up, because they was running away from the Russian. I mean, not the Russian, the Romans, because they made it against the law to preach about Jesus, and they was actually crucifying the Christians, and they still trying to crucify even the Israelites trying to crucify us. And we the same people. We the same people, but we got to get back to obeying God's command, living the life that God has commanded us to live. Even though some things in the Old Testament did not come over in the New Testament, but a lot of it did, and we need to obey it. We need to obey everything that God command us to obey, so that we'll be under His protection. Because there's a devil, a Satan, who want to destroy us, and he want as many of us to go to hell as he can get us to go. But we want to prove him wrong, because they too many already in here. They already there. But those of us who still alive, we can make it. You know, Jesus gave himself. He gave us his own self for us, so that we can live and not die. And when I say not die, the second death, which is going to hell. Um, I keep hearing them saying something about an application. They keep asking a question about an application. So I don't know if the application is for them to fill out to get on the ships, if it's some type of application, because it's supposed to be a relief of funds. Even Apostle David Gillian said he saw, for him to see what he saw, it's not just the Israelite gonna be on those ships. It got to be us too, because he's Christian, and he said he saw us leaving with gold and silver and money, so that where we go to, we'll be able to sustain. And the 400 years of slavery that those people made money off of the backs of our ancestors, they got to pay it back double. You got to pay it back double. And this is the Bible. This is in scripture. Everything I'm talking about pretty much is in scripture. I just didn't look it up because I don't. I'm telling you, they got me just off focus. Um, and I don't want to make this an excuse for me not doing what God will tell me to do. But I looked at these videos because I want to learn. I want to know, and I don't want to be left behind. And it's not about resurrection. It's about Exodus. See, they've been teaching about that we're gonna be resurrected up in the sky, but that's not what's gonna happen. We're gonna be Exodus out of the United States of America, and that's what that movie is about. Leave the world behind, leave the United States behind, and then like I think it was last year, where they crowned it the king, which the king is um, the king of this world. They crown a king, and the king is you'll be surprised. Like I've been telling people that Obama's supposed to be come back, and they just kept saying no, he's not coming back. He can't be the president no more. He's not gonna be the president. He's coming back as a leader, but it's not gonna be good. He's not gonna. I can't remember what chapter. I don't know if it's Daniel 7, chapter 7, but it talks about the Antichrist in Daniel's. See, I won't even plan on talking about all of this. Right now, like I said, when I start talking, it just start coming out. But it talks about the man of sin who gonna be boastful. He gonna look at himself as God. He not gonna have desires of a woman for a woman. He gonna be very boastful, and that fits. That fits him. Everybody want to defend him, but he don't want to defend us because he don't want us to know exactly who he is. But it's gonna all come out, and he gonna be bad, really bad. You know, it's gonna be where we can't buy or sell unless we take the mark of the beast. If we take the mark of the beast, that's the end of you because they want us transhumanized. You got a lot of people they look like us, but they're not us. They on TV and people that we look at pretty much every day on TV. Um, I'm just gonna say who I've seen, and I've seen their eyes change. Anytime you see somebody's eyes get a slit like a snake, that person not human. I've seen Dr. Oz, I've seen Murray, I've seen Dr. Phil, and I've seen my show, Will Steve Wilco. Oh, when I saw that, I said, "Oh no, they done got Steve." Cause I watch it. I pretty much every during the weekday. 10 o'clock. I'm watching Steve Wilco. I'm watching me Steve Wilco, but they don't got Steve. They don't got him. Dr. Phil wife. I haven't seen but one black person. Only one black person. That was one of the girls off of Housewives of Atlanta. I don't even think she's on there now, but she's on some. She's on something. I don't know the name of the show, but I seen her on something. But a lot of these people that's around us, they're not human. They're not human. A lot of these gang stalkers, they're not human. And what I think, what they doing, and I think with all my heart and soul that they were human, and they keep going to these meetings, and they go to one and don't come back. Somebody else come back in their place because they don't act like us. They real busy doing stuff against you, the person who they stalking. It's like their life depends on it. And they're attacking me like crazy. The sickness that my sister had, they did this to her. She was tortured to this point. And I keep trying to tell everybody, but everybody want to make me look like I'm mentally ill. I'm not mentally ill. I know what I'm talking about. I'm living it. And anybody, if you see my videos from past 2 years ago and look at me now, look how swole. This is not from eating or nothing. I'm swole. They put stuff in my body. And it's not just me. You got people all over the world that's having this problem because this is connected all over the world. All over the world. One world order. There'll be one world leader, one world currency, one world religion. This is what we're going to deal with. You got these people, they have direct energy weapons. They have where they can attack you from inside their house to inside your house. These are the type of weapons that the worlds has been coming up with. Not just the United States, but the world has been coming up with these uh, weapons. And you see people riding around with these lights on their cars. That's a weapon. And they can shine and go right in your house. I ain't swole up like this for nothing. I'm swole up. This is swollen or swelling, whatever you want to call it. My sister, I'm having to watch her just be degraded, because nobody don't want to believe me when I'm telling them. Nobody wants to get involved. And I carry this burden. I will not be a selfish person. I will not, I will not be a coward. That's what it is, being a coward. You got family and you see your family being sick, and then you don't try to call, you don't try to visit, you don't try to do nothing but talk about the one that's doing something, because that's the way it is. I won't gonna turn my back on my sister. I saw her some sickness. At first I thought that she was having medical sickness. That's what I thought, until they was already attacking me, but I thought I was having medical sickness. I thought both of us was having medical sickness, but then it started being more obvious to me that something else is going on. So I got on the internet and I started checking out stuff, and I came across this pastor, uh, and she told me some videos to look at, and I said, "Well, oh, this is the same thing I'm going through." And so the more I look at the videos, the more I'm finding out this is stuff that's being done. This is not just no sickness; it's being done. And our government, they put us on a terrorist watch list. They got us on a terrorist watch list, saying that we are terrorists, and they telling this to people, um, that we are terrorists, saying we drug dealers. I don't even be around drugs. I don't use drugs. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do none of that. Say that we are drugged. That else they say. I say I'm a witch. If I was a witch, I'd have done worked some witchcraft on some of them, but they be putting it on me. That's why I'm all swole up. They have a whole neighborhood of witches. So people that be in the neighborhood that don't want to be involved in it, they make them move out and move people in. This is what they do. They move them in, move them out. Move them in, move them out. You got the military involved in this too. And our military is gonna be, where our military gonna be able to handle Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea. They're gonna have to answer because of what the stuff they doing. The stuff they doing, and they have a C now for a president who ain't running nothing really. But the one that's gonna be the Antichrist, he's running everything. Hmm. Anyway, I think I said enough for right now. But I want to find out what these applications, because they won't say it on the channel. They have to contact certain people to find out what the applications are about. And I think it's very wrong, because our ancestors came over here on these ships too. Our ancestors suffered just like their ancestors suffered. We are God people too, just like they are. And I think it's very extremely selfish and self-centered. And I don't think God is pleased with it. I don't. I don't think God's pleased with uh with selfishness and self-centeredness. And I'm not afraid to say it. And anybody got a problem with me saying it, oh well. Because I got a problem with you being selfish and self-centered. So I'm gonna get off of here. Does anybody find any kind of news or anything? Because they said these 30 ports that these ships are going to. I mean, they are extremely large. I mean, they're extremely large. Luxury ship, extremely large. So I need somebody else to do some digging. Preachers, ministers, um, being the women of God, Christians, so that we won't be left behind. Cause this gonna be the real. This will be the left behind right here. Not that they went up in the sky. That's gonna be after the Armageddon. But we supposed to do the Exodus out of here. Babylon, that's the darkness. Wormwood, he the darkness. I think it's Babylon, Abaddon or something like that. But anyway, I'm gonna close out.